Hey, last episode where my enchantments were taking like 40 levels? Well, I think that something's changed. Hello everybody, this is Matamoto here once again with more vanilla Minecraft, and in this episode, we are going to do something that I have basically needed to do for a very long time now, and I'm actually surprised that nobody's commented on why I haven't done it yet, because this is a super important part of life. But this involves making a slime farm, and as you can see, I've basically walled out the area around this slime chunk that I've got here. Of course, I'm going to move the haste beacon over here, because why would I not do that? It is sad, though, that I'm not getting haste right now, because the beacon literally affects me, like, right here. I literally get haste right here, and then I walk over here to the area that I need to mine out, and, hey, look, my enchantment's not over there, so that's just super, super fun. So I'm gonna need to move the haste. The haste beacon should be located right over here. This area is ridiculous to navigate now that I've messed this whole thing up. The actual beacon is right here, but I need to move it a little bit. And by a little bit, I need to move it... Basically, I need to move the whole thing. So, let's just go ahead and do that. I hate doing this. Okay, well that took a while. I don't enjoy doing that at all, if you haven't noticed yet. Ow! What? Where did you even come from? Okay, so there's the haste beacon. My slime farm, or my sort of template for my slime farm should be somewhere around here if I got the coordinates right. I probably didn't, but, maybe I did. You can make multiple slime farms on top of each other, and if I could actually get to my point in the sentence, that would be amazing. Which means you can have a lot more slimes than you were able to in the past. Now, since that happened, I haven't really made any slime farms. I only made them in 1.2.5 and stuff, and by then I didn't actually realize you could make them multi-layered. So it didn't really matter anyway, so it looks like I placed the beacon properly. Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier than before haste beacons were a thing. However, there is a cave down here. I don't exactly like that too much. It shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. Now, if this is a correct slime chunk, I should begin to see slum slimes, yes. And as you can see, the task that took literally probably 15 minutes before haste beacons takes literally like a minute now at the most. So that's pretty ridiculous. I'm just going to make a chest real quick so that I can actually store some of this stuff. However, this isn't actually spawning slimes. This is just sort of a template for me to figure out what I'm mining later. So now I'm going to mine all the way down to X or Y16 with ladders, which I'm just going to make. That will not get me there. Actually, yes it will, but I want to have more than one stick left. So I'm going to just, do it in the corner and mine all the way down into a pile of lava. I hope not, but I'm going to mine all the way down to Y16, because this... Actually, I could mine all the way down, lower than that, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I just don't think it's worthy of having to do that. And by worthy, I just mean I'm too lazy to continue it any further. Wow, that was actually exactly enough. I'm really surprised by that. Anyway, now, either of these, or not either, all of these spawning pads that I'm going to build have to be at least 3 blocks tall. So, of course, I'm going to make them 3 blocks tall. Where does it start at? 40? I'm going to start one lower than that, just in case they decide not to spawn there at 35. So, one thing to note is that it's going to be more difficult than I originally thought it was. You know, it would be really convenient if this water wasn't here. Now, all I should have to do is connect the edges by going 1, 2. It would be really pleasant if there weren't a crap ton of caves around here. And you. I don't know what you're doing here, but you're dead. There's so many caves. This is ridiculous. This is like the worst slime chunk ever. Whoa, where did you come from? Actually, what I'm going to do is just opt to go in the corner, and then I'll just have to mine out from the sides. I have a feeling I'm mining in the wrong direction, but that wouldn't be a feasible thing. Yes, I was in fact mining in the wrong direction. I wish I knew that earlier. As I get deeper and deeper, this should get easier and easier because there are probably going to be less and less caves. So now I'm just going to mine out this entire area. I do remember making the one legit slime farm I had, though. It took me like 2 hours. That was quite annoying, if I do say so myself, and I do, so that was quite annoying. I hope I don't really have to do something like that the whole time I'm making this. Now, one of the key components to a slime farm is making sure that the floor is lit up. And you might be asking, why would the floor be lit up? This is a mob farm, right? Well, slimes can spawn no matter what light level it is, and that means that if you light the thing up, it removes the risk of other mobs spawning, where slimes can, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, now we've got our little hole thingy here that we can light up, and now we have to do the thing all over again. This is just great. 1, 2, 3. So whenever there's an indent in the ceiling, I know when to stop and turn now. And that eventually leads me back. So this seems like a pretty solid system of being able to do this. Now all I need to do is do this like 4 more times, and then I'll have a suitable slime farm, and then everything should be fun. Ah, I love that sound. I love it more than anything in this entire game. And that's actually true, because slimes are my favorite mob. But here, we've got one. We actually have an actual slime in this actual slime farm. And it gives us 13 slime balls. That's actually pretty good. Now that means this slime farm is actually on a slime chunk. I was fairly worried that it wasn't for a while because nothing was spawning, but I basically went around on a caving adventure. Yes, a caving adventure. No, a caving adventure to light up everything around here, just to make extra positively sure that nothing would disturb its spawning. Now, it still is disturbing its spawning, but not as much as it used to be. What is this? When did I even do this? Oh. It would probably help if I would light, this giant hole up over here. But yeah, I've been caving for probably about a half an hour now. I came back, and luckily there was actually a slime in there, which I wasn't expecting, so I actually know it's a slime chunk now. Anyways, I'm getting a lot of iron from this, though, which I don't exactly hate. This big thing that I just did, yeah, I did this whole entire thing without recording at all. You should be proud of me. As you can see, the slimes will basically spawn, and they'll drop down into this hole, and they won't be able to get out. This is basically the easiest automation process I could have thought of, and that's why I did it. So I just mined out the areas around the actual farm, and yes, he did fall from somewhere, else he wouldn't have died from one hit. Of course, every time I just get 2 slimes. And I go in this little hole over here, and I wait for a while, and boom, there are slimes. Now, if I actually had a base around this area, which I eventually will, it's not just going to be some random slime farm in the corner of nowhere. I'm eventually going to have something around this place. Oh, I hear it's actually starting to work now. It's ridiculous. This is actually... It wasn't working at all for a super long time, but I guess since I cleared out most of the caves now, it's... Did that slime have a potion effect, or was it just me? I think that slime had a potion effect. Wow, I actually wasn't even expecting to come across this at all. Wow, I was actually expecting to get more than freaking 4 from that. Okay, well, while I was mining out here to get rid of all the mobs, this is right behind this wall. I'm glad I saw this, or else this slime farm would probably not be working at all. Well, I mean, it barely is working right now, but I hope it starts working better. I can make a zombie farm, though. I could do that, just next to the slime farm, so that I could at least do something while I was waiting. Cat, redstone, gunpowder, string, 3 name tags, iron horse armor, and wheat. Put the rotten flesh in there. I don't really need that. But yeah, I've got like 6 stacks of iron from this so far. But yeah, I've got like 6 stacks of iron from this so far, and I don't really know why. Yeah, officially went through an almost entire whole stack of baked potatoes making this farm. 64 baked potatoes. It's quite a bit of baked potatoes. I don't know why this guy needs so much of them. There's so many caves around here I never knew existed. This is ridiculous. I picked like the worst spot for my house in this whole entire area, which that wasn't a very good idea. Oh, come on. So, I think, sadly, that is enough for this part, because it's getting a little bit long, or at least I assume it is. So, I hope you enjoyed watching me build this super boring thing forever, and see you next time. Or not. So bye.